Hello, hello, hello. How is it going? Happy first co-working Tuesday of 2026. Hope you're all doing well out there. Have you had to write 2026 yet? The first time I did it, I messed up and wrote 2025. Happens every year. How were your, did you have a nice holiday? Did you play any games? Yeah, I had a nice time off. I was able to unplug fairly well. I still did some things here and there. But overall I feel re-energized and reset to start the year off strong. So I am stoked to have these co-working sessions back. I actually really miss these co-working sessions. It is good to take breaks and to rest. And so I'm really good. I forced myself to do that. But now I'm excited to get back to it. So, hey, Freddie, nice to see you. Yeah, happy holidays. Happy New Year. Hey, Ball Guy. Hey, Brendan. Hey, Tony. Look at that 6 next to your name, Tony. Love to see that. That means Tony's been a member for 2 years, over 2 years. Thank you so much. That's very, very cool. So today, this is a co-working session. So I have my out-of-date to-do list here, which I need to update. So I have some things that I need to do, and you're welcome to also get some things done. Over the past few weeks, I have actually been getting quite a few things done that have been on my list for a while, which has felt really good. Like, bringing in it, like, a whole bin of clothes to a shelter to donate was like the highlight of my holiday because I felt good doing it, but then I also just felt good getting it out. I've had that taking up space for so long. And so just like decluttering, I organized my prototyping bits, which I think I might do a video about that, just showing you guys like how I organize my prototyping supplies. And I feel really good about that. And just getting little things organized. I still have a lot to do, just like filing and selling and giving away stuff and just little things that have been making me feel better, just less stuff, It's been nice. And so now I just want to get rid of everything. I'm just like, okay, so I'm going to write inside my newsletter. What else I have a whole list. Let's see but let me know what you're up to today. What's on your to-do list today? Oh yeah, I need to set up a new playtesting schedule for my members. New playtesting schedule for members. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Tony. That's so cool. Ball Guy's been up since 2:30 and got a bunch of stuff done. Wow, that's amazing. You might need a nap later. How are you feeling? Are you still feeling good, or do you feel like you're gonna crash pretty soon? But that's good. You got stuff done, and we're just trying to go back to sleep forever. That's good. So you'll be play testing your solo game today. Hey, Devil's Treasure, nice to see you. How you doing? Has everyone, what are some games y'all have played recently? I finally tried Arc Nova, and I had a couple games going on BGA, and I really enjoyed it. Obviously, there's just a lot of icons and little rules to know and be aware of. Some things I wasn't aware of, and they were detrimental to my score at the end of the game. But the whole action selection system is very cool. If you don't know, in Arc Nova, you have 5 action cards, and then once you do an action, you then move that card to the back of the line, and everything else shifts up. And the further along the actions are in the queue, the stronger they are. It's just a very cool. Like, I don't think this is the first game that did that, but it's probably the most well-known game that does that. And I just think it's very, very, very clever. So trying to time your actions to get the most out of them, very cool. Okay, so I'm doing that. What am I doing? Let me get my list here. Oh yeah, I need to send an invoice. And okay, I'll put this quarterly report for a letter. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough. If I happen to finish all that, don't worry, I've got plenty of other things I can add to that list. But that's what we're going to start with. I think that's reasonable. Write and send my newsletter, set up the new playtesting schedule, send an invoice, and do quarterly report. I think we might jump in. Hey, Grayson, how you doing? Yeah, you made it just in time. We have not started yet. Yeah, you might need a nap later. I think so. I think you might. Don't take too long of a nap, though, and then you won't be able to sleep tonight. What is that, Freddy? Rubik Race Pocket. What does that mean? Devil's Treasure's doing well. The newest game we recently got is Flamecraft Duels. Great 2-player game, quick for us to play at home. That's great. I've seen that online. It obviously looks very cool. I love Sandera Tang's art. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Yeah, it looks beautiful and it looks very different from Flamecraft, the base game. So that's very cool. I love how they use the box as the game board as well. I love when games do that. So that's good that it's fun and like looks good, but also plays good. That's great. Brendan's kids got him Nemesis Lockdown. Difficult game to beat. I haven't heard of that. I've heard of Nemesis, but not Nemesis Lockdown. What's that about? And if you can sum it up in a sentence or two. You're going to spend too much time on your prototype today. I feel you. I'm going to be, this week's video, I'm pretty sure is going to be a designer POV video. And spoiler alert, I changed almost everything about my solo game that I'm working on. I'm stoked about it, but I'm curious to see what everyone else is going to think. Yeah. So yeah, over the holidays, I did spend quite a bit of time updating my prototype as well and playtesting. I was still doing that kind of stuff because I genuinely enjoy that. That doesn't feel like work to me most of the time. And I was excited to try these changes. I'll talk through about my whole thought process in the video, which I will likely post this Sunday. Okay, so Rubik Race Pocket is a board game from the Rubik's franchise. You have the pocket version of the game. Okay, cool. That's very cool. I remember trying to think of a Rubik's Cube variant for Hasbro a couple years ago. I called it Rubik's Go, where it was a cooperative Rubik's game where each player did one movement and then you pass it, and one movement and then you pass it, and you're trying to solve the Rubik's Cube in a certain amount of time. They passed on that. Oh, it's a sequel to Nemesis. It plays pretty much the same. Basically, it's an Aliens IP without the IP. Yeah, gotcha. Hey, Sparroodle's here. Nice to see you. How's it going? Yeah, Tony. You got it. Our brilliant ideas are only brilliant until the next brilliant idea. That is kind of the cycle that I get into. I'm like, oh, but what if I did this? Oh, but what if I did this? That's why I really tried to set a deadline for myself of like, I'm going to be pitching this game end of January. Now, obviously, with these major changes, that's not going to happen because I know I can just keep tweaking things and changing things and get really excited about new ideas. I mean, I am stoked about these changes, and I have had two other designers test it as well, and in general they seemed to enjoy it, so it's not just me in my head. But I am curious once I post about it on YouTube if people who have been following along the process, what they think. because I really do value that as well. And then we'll see. But it has been taking shape fairly quickly because I didn't throw everything out. I kept the things I liked the most that were really working in the game, and then I just built them into this new system. And it's actually working pretty well. Like, things are clicking pretty quickly because it's not the very first iteration. So we'll see. We will see. But I think I do need to try to set another deadline for myself and just really try to not keep tweaking this forever. I don't want to be working on this game for a year and then start pitching for another year. I can't do it. Sprudel submitted a word party game to Stonemaier today. Yay! Congrats! Your first submission to them specifically. And you thought of your first trick-taking game. That's quite cool so far. Oh, that's so exciting. That's very cool. Best of luck with Stonemaier. One of the really good things about them is that either way, they'll let you know pretty quickly if it's a yes or a no. So that is really nice. It can be tough to get through, but I'm going to have my fingers crossed for you that you do. That would be very, very, very cool. Yeah, let's chat for just a little bit longer, and then we'll get into it. I'll set the timer for an hour. So yeah, if you haven't been here before, I do have the little summary up here, but just in case you don't know, we're going to be working for an hour, and we're just going to have some music on. Oh, I meant to add new songs to my playlist. Some of you have mentioned that you're starting to, well, not get tired of the music, but just start recognizing songs. I have a playlist. I think it's about like 30 songs or so. So maybe I'll add that here. I'm gonna add some new songs. No, I can't do that while I'll remember to I'll put it on this list. I'll add more songs to our playlist before next week's co-working session. So let me put that here. Add songs to co-working playlist. Yeah. Brendan's an artist at his core, and the prototype process is fun, and I gain inspiration and ideas for my game while doing so. Oh, totally. It's so much fun. Like, I've been having... Here, I'll show you this little thing. This isn't in the game anymore. This particular track isn't in the game anymore, but, like, drawing these little chicken drumsticks and these little stones and hearts, and getting out my markers and coloring them in and making little lightning bolts and little soldiers, just getting crafty and artsy. It totally is fun. Yeah, it's super enjoyable. Absolutely, I get it. Devil's Treasure says, how often do you work with a game developer and make huge changes to your games after the pitch, too? I was thinking about that, actually, quite a bit yesterday, because I did get a rejection email. I do need to respond to that email. I got a rejection email yesterday, and, they just had some notes about, like, possible changes, and it just made me think about how some publishers will reject a game and then give you like suggestions for maybe you can try this and maybe you can try that. But then some publishers will be interested enough that they will want to take on that development, the last 10% or so, to polish the game, to make small little changes that might make the game even better, and then to a place where they would want to publish it. So I did have one publisher where they were interested in signing the game. I designed it for a specific IP. So they were working to communicate with the owners of the IP to see if they could sign off on the game with us using their IP. And so while I was waiting for them to get confirmation from the owners of the IP, I was continuing to work on the game, and I was making a lot of changes based on the feedback from the publisher. And so that was a bit of a like they were giving a bit of developer input on it. They didn't take it on so much. They were more so giving feedback, and then I was making the changes, but then I would show it to them. They'd give me feedback. I would make the changes. And that was cool. I think it was really helping the game get better. The owner of the IP ultimately said no, they didn't want their IP used in a board game, unfortunately. But besides that, I actually haven't had a publisher really take on an active developer role for any of my games after I signed with them. I mean, except for Chronicles of Light, but that was a different. Well, I guess that whoa. I guess that really would be, because with Chronicles of Light, I signed with them, and then I worked with the developer very closely with the developer for the development of the game. So I guess that actually would be that scenario. But that was, I guess, slightly different because they put out a call for specific game ideas, and then they picked mine. And then the whole idea was that they wanted ideas that were early on in the concept stage so that they could be involved in the design and development process. But as far as like cold pitching a publisher, they signed my game. I haven't then had a publisher be very involved with changing the rules or changing the game very much. It's more just the art, the name, the box art, the graphic design, and stuff like that. Hey Derek, how you doing? Nice to see you. Does Stomar give like a sentence of feedback if it's a no? No. They just say they just have a standard copy and paste message that they say, this is like, thanks for submitting it. It's not for us. We don't have time to give direct feedback. That's it. No feedback, unfortunately. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll get you some new music, Ball Guy. I promise next week I'll get you some new music. Some death metal. Yeah. That won't be distracting at all. The familiar playlist is actually kind of Pavlovian for you and don't mind it yet. Oh, that's great. I can see that. You hear that music, you're like, well, time to work. But you don't tune in live super often. Yeah, it might be different. I mean, I tune in every week and I don't mind it, but I also listen to like the same playlists all the time. So I don't mind it, but some people I know, I don't know if they necessarily mind it. They've just commented that they're like, oh, I'm starting to recognize the same songs over and over. How many games are you currently working on? So yes, my strategy game that I'm focusing on making sure it works really well solo. I think I have figured out a way for it to be multiplayer, which is exciting. We'll see. I still want it to be a very, very solid solo game, but that's my main focus. I have an escape room advent calendar that I'm working on, so it's like a different puzzle every day. So that'll be for next Christmas. I really want to get that done soon because I'm also going to do all the art for it, so that's going to take a long time. And I just want to make sure all the puzzles are good and the whole thing is good before I start any of the art. Those are my top two. I do have another party game that I am pretty stoked on. I've only played it with other designers. I want to play it with gamers and see how much that, like, people who enjoy playing party games. Most of these designers, like, they enjoyed it, but you know, they don't love party games. And so it'd be nice to play with the target market for that game. That one I am still thinking about. Then there is another game. It's like a card shedding game. I have this idea and I've been noodling on it and playing around with it a bit. I haven't tried it for a couple, like played it for a couple weeks, but there might be something there too, but it's not super my focus right now. Is that it? I feel like I might be forgetting one. But those are kind of my so what. So 1, 2, 3, kind of 4. But I usually like to have one kind of heavier strategy game and then one lighter game. So I think I should maybe try to focus on my strategy game and then my advent calendar puzzles. And just leave the party game and the card trading game kind of on the back burner for now. Yeah. But in general, I usually have 2 to 3 on the go. How about you all? How many games do you all have going on right now? Feedback is better than being ghosted. Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah. Feedback is ideal. But yeah, if you also mean like just getting a response in general is better than being ghosted, yes, 100%. That actually reminds me I need to follow up with the publisher. I'm going to put that, I'm going to add that right here. We're going to follow up with the publisher today. I haven't heard from them since June. Let's just do that first and get that out of the way. Follow up with publisher. Pretty sure it's going to be a no at this point, but it's nice just to get that confirmation. So we're going to email publisher. We're going to do the newsletter. La, la, la. There we go. Sweet. Oh, Grayson's making cookies. What kind of cookies? Leavened cookies? Oh, leavened cookies? Is that the type of cookie, or is that just like the way that it cooks, if you know what I mean? The way that it bakes. Is that like a baking technique, or is that the type of cookie it is? I don't know. I don't know that word. Oh, you weren't able to sleep last night up until 4 or 5. That happened to me literally 2 days ago, I believe. Just up until 4. Yeah, also 4, maybe 5. It was super annoying. And then I went to a playtesting meetup like all day the next day. Thankfully, I didn't feel so groggy. I was able to focus, but it's so annoying when that happens. Grayson's got 2 active games, but there are several that I've got 3 others at least I'm passively thinking about. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Like, how many are you actively working on? How many are you passively thinking about? So I'm actively working on 2, passively thinking about 4. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Carl Tunis, what a fun name. Working on a game that's similar to the feel of the old video game Gauntlet. I don't know that one. Old video game. Gauntlet video game. Oh, like a... Oh. Cool. I don't recognize this one at all. I just finished rereading Ready Player One, and I think they mentioned this game. Gauntlet. Cool. That sounds awesome. I also went to the bookstore yesterday, and I read the first page of Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I don't think it's for me. Unfortunately. I was so excited about that book. But the tone is just a little too silly maybe for me. I don't know. I think maybe my expectations were way too high as well. I also got Project Hail Mary, and I despised it so much I returned it to the bookstore, which I don't think I've ever done. And I don't like speaking badly about other creative works. I know how much work goes into things. But, oof, it was not for me. I gotta tell you, it was not for me. And I felt kind of similar tone with Dungeon Crawler Carl as Project Hail Mary. And I loved The Martian, same author as Project Hail Mary. So I'm going to reread The Martian and be like, do I still like this? Maybe I've changed. I don't know. Very possible. Okay, sorry. I'm going to stay focused and get through these comments so that we can start working. That's my bad. Feeling chatty. If you make the art yourself and want it to be published next December, are self-publishing the calendar? Yeah, exactly. So the escape room advent calendar, this is something that I'm doing. I don't plan on pitching this to a publisher. I plan on putting it up on the Game Crafter. Although, like, I would want to get a sample book, make sure it's actually good quality and everything. I'm sure it would be, because I know, like, the Fail Faster journal is sold through the Game Crafter, and it's high quality, and the Game Crafter is awesome, and overall their quality is really good. But I would just want to make sure, I would want to get a sample myself, make sure it's all good before I would then have, put it up for sale. But the idea is that I would have a crowd sale on the Game Crafter. So that is where you put it up for like a month or whatever. You can decide how long, and then however many people pledge to buy the book, the more people that want to buy it, the cheaper it gets for everyone, which I think is just a very cool model. And so, yeah, so I would self-publish it through the Game Crafter. So that's why I would do the art. I wouldn't do, like, beyond, this kind of art. Like, I'm going to pitch this game. But that's just very quick art. But as far as, like, really putting in the effort and making all the art and making sure it's really good, really detailed art on every single page, I'm only going to do that because I'm self-publishing. I wouldn't put in that level of effort for a game that I'm going to be pitching, and then the publisher is going to change the art anyway. Yeah, but thanks for that question. That was good. It's hard to say sometimes how many games you're working on. Yeah, exactly. But that's a good way to look at it. Like Grayson said, like, how many games are you actively working on? How many are you passively thinking about? So that's how I think I'll categorize it myself moving forward. I think that's a good way to differentiate them for sure. Okay, so it is a technique. Use sourdough in the mix and they're ginger spiced. There you go. Yeah, post pictures in Discord. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I had some good cookies over the holidays. My sister-in-law baked a ton. You're currently working on 4 games actively. Okay, wow. How are you handling that mental load? That's okay? Are they all kind of equally complex, or do you have some lighter ones, some more complicated ones? Because, yeah, 4 would, like, trying to design 4 strategy games, although another local designer, he is working on at least 3 or 4 strategy games at a time, and I admire that. I don't understand it, but it's amazing. Ball Guy's just trying to focus on just getting this one tested. Yeah, sometimes it is really good just to hyper focus on 1 or 2 things. Any advice for breaking up or trying to move on from a design? Goldmine is definitely paused because I can't get it over the line. Untitled Bird Game is in a nice spot. Have you played Untitled Goose Game? Is that what you're referring to with that? Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day as well. Because, yeah, getting that rejection email yesterday just made me think, I think it might be time for me to move on from that design. I still have another publisher looking at it. Who knows? They might say yes. You never know. But I was just thinking about, it might be time for me to move on from that game officially. And that's okay because I learned so much from making that game. I'm very proud of that game. But if it's just not clicking with a publisher, and if I would need to continue to invest a lot more time to then have to repitch it, I think it's okay to be grateful for what you learned from designing that game and just set it aside and move on to something else. So, yeah, I guess when you're breaking up with a game, just think about what you learned from the process, what you're grateful for, what you're going to take forward for your next game, and just getting excited about them. Like, there's so many games that you haven't made yet, so just holding on to a game just because you've invested a lot of time into it, that's not a good reason to hold on to it, you know? So if things just aren't quite clicking, if it's not clicking with publishers, it's absolutely okay to set it to the side and move on to something else. You can always come back to it. You know, it's not a forever goodbye, but it's just gonna, like, every game that you make is going to help you continue to make better and better games. So the quicker you move on to other stuff, the quicker you can get to an even better game. That's how I would approach it. But also, you know, keeping in mind that if publishers are saying no, but they're saying this is a very cool game, but it just doesn't quite work for our line or the type of game that we're looking for, but we suggest you pitch it to this publisher or this publisher, that's still a good sign that you should probably still keep pitching it and working on it. Or if playtesters are really enjoying it and saying, like, what's happening with that game? Like, I really enjoyed that game, or I want to play that game again. If you are getting that kind of feedback, then keep working on it. But if you're not, say thank you and set that game to the side and work on other stuff. That's how I would approach it. And also, yeah, taking breaks, sometimes you can come back to it with fresh eyes. There's a game that I've had shelved for years that I am thinking, like, now I have even more experience. If I come back to this design, maybe I can revive it. You never know. So it's not a forever goodbye. But usually it's good to not hold on to things and to move on to other things and keep making more and better games. Because that's like, you know, I'm not wearing that sweatshirt in it right now, but like one of my main mottos is the more games you design, the better designer you'll be. So just moving on and making more and more games is always a good thing, in my opinion. So Brendan has 3 games they're working on, one that occupies most of my time, and the other 2 when I need some distance from the first game. Yeah, definitely. That's why I have at least 2 games on the go, because if I'm just focusing on one, you can really get kind of in the weeds and lose perspective sometimes, and it is really good to go away for a little bit and come back with fresh eyes. So that's why I agree. It's good to have at least a couple games working on so you can balance between the 2. Gauntlet's real old, but a lot of people got to know an updated version in arcades and Nintendo 64. Gotcha. Yeah, I know, like, Galaga and, you know, Pac-Man and other games from that era. Just, I didn't recognize Gauntlet at all, but looks very cool. Top-down sprite game. There you go. Yeah. Do you know whether it's allowed to use Pokemon or some other game in your game when you submit it to a publisher? I want to do something similar to Rolling Realms, but I'm unsure about this. Yeah, so designing a game for an IP that you don't have the license for is a definite risk, because as I have personal experience with, the owner of the IP could ultimately say, no, we don't want our IP used in that way or in a board game. And Pokemon is especially litigious. They are very protective of their IP. So you would need to, if you made a game that would be for the Pokemon IP, you would need to approach publishers that have the license to make games for Pokemon. And I don't even know if there are any. I think Pokemon just makes their own games. I'm not 100% sure about that. But you would need to approach someone that either has the license for Pokemon or approach Pokemon themselves. And I'm pretty sure they are not very open to outside submissions. That is the gist of what I've learned about Pokemon, because there are quite a few people that have asked this question. I've made a game that uses the Pokemon IP. How do I go about it? So I personally would stay away from that and just try to make a cool game that, you know, similar to, I think it was Brendan that was saying that the Nemesis game is pretty much aliens, but not officially aliens. So you obviously don't want to, you know, make your game look like Pokemon so much that they would sue you. But I would suggest not using the Pokemon IP and just making a cool game that maybe is inspired by Pokemon but doesn't directly reference it. And then you can pitch it to any publisher that you want. That would be my advice for that. Yeah. Okay, you are referencing the Untitled Goose Game a little because I can't decide on a good title. So many bird game puns already out there. This is literally a flying V trick taker. Oh, interesting. Great advice on breakup reflection. Okay, good. I'm glad that was helpful. Hey, Daria, nice to see you. Happy New Year. Where do you playtest your games? Would be great to have you at Protospiel Online. Yes, I have done Protospiel Online a couple years ago, and it was very cool. I playtest with my members almost every week online, and I have an in-person playtest here in Vancouver that I go to every couple weeks, and then another designer hosts playtesting meetups at his house, maybe like once a month. Once every 2 months kind of thing. And then I'll do random play tests with my friends and family or other designers. I'll just reach out to them individually to do like a play test exchange online. Those are, and then going to conventions like Protocon BC, which I went to in November. Those are the main places that I play test. And I do have Protospiel Online in my newsletter. I will, I definitely am including that there. So hopefully it reaches more people having that listed in there because it is a really great event. I don't think I'll be participating this year, but I did enjoy it when I did participate a couple years ago. So best of luck with that. I know it's coming up quick. Okay, I think I'm going to stop yapping and start getting to work. Okay, we're going to give ourselves a deadline. We are going to start working at 10:42. It's 10:39 right now. Okay. Okay, so Pokemon's not a necessary part of your game, but it could be a set of many, but I have other ideas as well, so that's good to know. Yeah, if it's not like a crucial part of the game, I personally would stay away from that. It makes things complicated when you're making a game for a specific IP where you would then need that IP holder to sign off on that before it could be made. Cool. Okay, we're gonna stop yapping even earlier. Okay, so let me update the timer. I'm gonna put an hour on the clock here. Gonna put an hour on the clock. We're gonna put some music on, and we're gonna get stuff done. Yes, we are. Then we're gonna take a break for a couple, like 5 minutes or so, and then we'll do another hour. So we're going to be working for a couple hours. We're going to go a bit late today because I yapped for 40 minutes. Unexpectedly. Whoops. Uno momento. There we go. Sometimes I have to do it twice for it to work. That should do it. Yay. Okay. All right, friends. We can still keep chatting in the chat while we work, but I'm going to put some music on now. And best of luck with your to-do list, and I'll see you in the chat.
Yeah. No. No.
Alrighty. I just sent out the newsletter. Let me know if you got it. We're going to take a break now and just move around a little bit, maybe get a snack. I realize I have something at 2 o'clock. Yeah, we should be fine. I was worried that I had chatted so much this morning that I would run into that, but no, it'll be fine. So we'll take a quick break and then we'll work for another hour. Oh, I can say done. Done. Yeah. Okay, sweet. So now I have a full hour to hopefully knock out a bunch of other stuff on my list, which is very exciting. Yeah, that newsletter came together very quickly. Oh, you got it, Kate. Thank you, Sweetcroft, for confirming that. Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, let's take a break now and move around a little bit, and we'll be back in 5-ish minutes. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Oh, thanks, Brutal, for confirming you got the newsletter. That's awesome. Great. All right, we're going to start the second half of the co-working session. So I'm going to put another hour on the clock here. Let me know how your first hour went and what you'd like to get done in the next hour. I'm glad I was able to send out that newsletter in the first part of the session. So now I have a full hour to do other stuff, which is very exciting. I feel like that doesn't happen very often. Today's newsletter just came together very quickly, so that was really nice. Okay. We're going to jump right into it. Not chat too much because we had a nice chat session earlier at the start of the stream. But again, feel free to throw questions or comments into the chat while we're working. Okay? Wait till the timer shows up. That should do it. Yeah. All right, friends. Good luck with your to-do list. And I'll see you in the chat.
Yeah. No. 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 No.
Well. I thought I would fly through this list, but setting up the playtesting schedule for my members took the entire hour somehow. That is wild. Well, at the very least, I did just finish it. I'm going to write done. Okie dokie. That's all good. That's all good. I will get the rest of that done later. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. That second hour flew by. But it was really nice chatting with all of you at the start, and I hope you were able to get some things done with me today. I'm going to be logging off now. I need to grab some lunch. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. But thank you so much for hanging out. Everyone who popped in and said hello and stayed for as long as they could. It was super, super fun. I'm glad to be back and doing these. Like I said at the start, I missed these. Yeah. So I'm stoked to be back. Yeah, have a fantastic day, Tony. Thank you so much. And Kuka Burrito, thank you so much for popping in. Lazy Dogs Club, Sparoodle, thanks for your questions. And Luke and Ball Guy, hope you have a good nap later today. Freddie, best of luck with your game and thanks for all of your questions. And Aaron and Daria, best of luck at Protospiel Online next week. I did include that in my newsletter today, so hopefully you get a great turnout for that. And Andrew and Carl Tunist. So many people popping in over on YouTube today. It's very cool. Brendan. Derek. Derek's got the 6 die next to his name too. That's so cool. Thank you so much for people who have been members for over 2 years. That just blows my mind. Devil's Treasure. I hope I'm not missing anyone over on YouTube. I think I got everyone. And everyone over on Twitch, thank you so much, Grayson and Sweetcroft. Thanks for hanging out over on Twitch today. I really, really appreciate you. Oh, and you got a lot done. It was actually productive for once. Yay! That's awesome. I'm so glad. All right, everybody. Yeah, have a fantastic day. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!